So when I came up with the plan for chess improvement for myself, one of the elements in that plan was bringing focus to my games. So not just playing games for the sake of playing games, but trying to be focused when I play the games. And so as part of that, I've come up with a pre-game warm-up routine to get me, in a good state of mind and focus when I play the game. And it basically has 3 steps. So the first step, and the reason I did this, I tend to, at first I tried to play my longer time control games that I analyze in the morning before there's all kinds of distractions and I've, hooked onto electronics and, have all the other concerns of the day or whatever. My idea was to play it in the morning, but what I found is I felt like I wasn't fully awake. I'm a night person, and so I wanted to do something where I kind of wake my brain up, get it tuned into chess a bit before I just click the play button. So first step 1 that I do is I get some music going. I want to try to warm up for about 15 minutes before I play my game. So I go to this site called Chess Beats, and what it is it's brainwave entrainment music. And what it does is it uses either isochronic tones or binaural beats, and they send out, like, the isochronic tones will be pulses at a certain carrier frequency, but it basically tries to align your brain to whatever frequency it's sending out. And so for, like, longer time control chess games, beta frequencies are good. So what I'll do is I go to the videos, I go down, and basically the ones with binaural beats, you need headphones for them to work, so the monkey will have like a headphone on it. And the ones that are isochronic, you don't need headphones, and the monkey won't have headphones. And I look for one that has beta, and so I'll just pick like an indie music and have that play in the background as I'm doing this. But so I choose the one where the monkey doesn't have a headphone, and it says beta. And if we play it, it'll say like headphones aren't needed. If it was the binaural beats, it would say the headphones are needed. But anyway, I'm just trying to get my have this and train my brain to get the kind of higher frequency brainwaves going to use for concentration and focus when I play. So once I get this going, then I go into chess.com and I do 2 different things. The first thing is I use their board vision trainer to just kind of get the board kind of in my mind a bit. And so I think it used to be under this learn section, but it's not there anymore. So if you go down to the search bar on the left and you type in vision, it comes up on top and it looks kind of like like a sight or a compass or something. If you click on that, it brings up this board, and basically I use the coordinates, but I can show you as well. There's one where you use coordinates and move, where a piece is on a certain square and it tells you what piece to move it to. But I just like to use the coordinates, and what I do is I unclick this button right now. These coordinates show up on the board, the D's and the A through H and the 1 through 8. So I unclick that, and I figure if I do this before I play my games, I'll get a better sense of vision for the board and try to have these squares become more intuitive. So what I do is I do these last 30 seconds and I do 4 passes. And on pass 1, I use white, and I try to get a score of about maybe 15. I spend about 2 seconds on each move, and I kind of look at the square before I click on it and just notice what color it is, its relation to other squares. So I'll do that here. So basically I turn off the coordinates, leave the training mode at coordinates, leave the color at white, and I hit start. And it'll count down, and then it will say the name of the square. It said B3 popped up here, and if you forget it, it's up here on the right. So I'll look at B3, it's right here. I'll just kind of focus on it for a second, click on it. D8, I notice it's a black square. E6, it's a white square. And I just kind of take mental snapshots of this and I try to target a score of around 15. I'll be a little behind that because I was explaining stuff. So I do that slowly, and then I'll do a second pass where I do it more quickly. And I'm not trying to, go as absolutely fast as I can, but just a little faster, maybe target around like a 20 for a score. Oops, misclick. So it's a little faster. I try to target around a 20 and just get into the flow. And then so I did my slow pass and then my faster pass with white. And then what I do is I just switch the coordinates down here, or not the coordinates, I switch the color to white. And then this does it from the perspective, I switch it from white to black, and now it's like we're sitting, playing the black pieces. And I do the same exercise. I do it slow, and then I do it quickly. So I target for, 10 to 15 on the first pass through, and then like 20 on the second pass through. So I'll just do the first slow pass, and then we'll move on to what my next step is in the warm-up. But this is step 2. So you got to remember, we're looking at it from black's perspective now. So F6 is actually down here, and H7 is down here. And we're going kind of slow on our first pass through. Whoops. And see, I transpose those two. But the idea is the more you do it, then it'll become intuitive, and you won't make those mistakes of not flipping from black to white correctly. And then I would do another one where I go faster and try to target for a speed of about 20. And then what I do is I go into puzzles, and I do just the regular puzzles. And sometimes I actually do this on chess tempo. But you just do puzzles until, this is step 3, until it's been about 15 minutes and you're warmed up. And then after I've done that for, the 15 minutes since I started, then I just go in and start playing my game. And I found I bring a little bit more focus to it, and it's kind of like my mind is warmed up, and it's not kind of like I'm stumbling out of the blocks. So I'm trying to do that. I think as an adult, it's helpful. One advantage we have is to try to sustain our focus and not be impulsive. And I think warming up, and for me, these brain entrainment things help. So I'll put a link to that website in the video description. And like I said, I use for longer time control games, I use the ones that say beta. And if I don't have headphones, I use the ones that are isochronic, or they don't have a headphone on the monkey. And if I have headphones, or if I want to be totally locked in so I'm not hearing other stuff around the house or whatever, then I'll wear headphones. And you can still use the ones that don't have the headphone, but the ones that have the headphone work pretty well. So anyway, that's my pre-game routine when I play my longer time control games. And I'm trying really hard to try to bring more focus. My idea is try to get more out of the time that I put into chess by bringing more focus to it. So anyway, hope you found something helpful. Take care. Have a good one.